Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming. We are back for race number 16 in our racing sim. This is Grand Prix Racing Online, and we are going to Paul Ricard Raceway in France for this race number 16. And something occurred to me after the last video in which I had made a mistake and I did not upgrade or downgrade technically my brakes. And so we struggled almost the entire race. I think it was race 9 when we started smoking, and we still managed to finish 13th. That's pretty good. But I think one of the things I did not realize is that a lot of my viewers don't play this game. I'm very fortunate that I get a lot of people from Grand Prix Racing Online watching my videos, but to the subscribers to my YouTube channel that watch all my other content and then have chose to check in for this, you may not really understand how the setup works for this. So I want to cover that briefly. If you're a regular viewer and game player of this racing sim, you may just want to skip ahead to the race. But um, let me show you how I screwed up the last race. I updated the car, and what I had forgotten to do was for brakes was to either upgrade it or downgrade it. I had chosen don't replace. At the time, it said 93%. And it costs money to either upgrade to the next level or either replace at the same level you have, or you can downgrade for free. And when you're losing money or when you're spending more money than you really have, sometimes you have to choose that option. And I had done a good job with all the other components for the last race, but I just overlooked brakes. I don't know how I did it because when they're in 90% or higher wear, it pops up in red. Like it really makes you see that it's an emergency level. And either I thought I did, I actually don't know what happened, but all I can say is that where the struggle happened. Everything that we have here is going to be fine for today's race. So, I just wanted to point that out. And then you update your car. You also train your driver. For this race, I trained him for fitness class. I've been doing yoga pretty much. That helped get his motivation up to 250, and his concentration will continue to move. Well, now I chose to do fitness, and it's helping some of his other ratings here. So Ian Wilson from South Africa has been such a good driver for me. I'm so grateful for Stuart to compel me to pick a better driver. And it's worked out really for the better. So we have him under contract all through next season, and I'm grateful for that. So, you train your driver, you update your car, and then you go to qualifying. Well, I had my qualifying lap. Uh, Initially, I finished second. You can see the data that I've used here to choose the right number, I suppose. I don't even know how you would explain it, but to choose the right number for the settings for each of these components to the car, I chose extra soft tires, and we pushed the car a lot, which is me being more aggressive as we get toward the end of the race. And we had qualified second. We finished fourth in qualifying after some of the better cars uh, qualified. So if you look at the weather forecast, this is an important thing that I don't think I pointed out really before, but there's no rain in any of the 4 quarters of the race. So, we're good to go for this race. And here's the race track. If you're unfamiliar with this, you'll see how this long straightaway, I think, will really be a benefit to my driver today. We've never played here before, so, you'll see that I haven't had any information there. And then I qualified on my second lap. I did a couple tweaks to the components, and we also qualified second, and we remained second. Overall, I've my total is fourth place, so that worked out pretty well. And then you go to race setup and strategy, and I don't know if I'm giving away anything to my fellow viewers, but um, basically we just carried over the second qualifying lap numbers to this one. I'm predicting three stops. The last one, I'm not taking out as much fuel. Extra soft tires all the way through. And then I'm becoming a little bit more aggressive. I don't exactly understand how 100 points determines how aggressive you are. But right around 20 is the most aggressive I've been so far. I'm going to force my way to the front at the start. And I've also been explained how boost laps work. So on 19, 40, and 61, we're going to drive a little bit harder. We don't have a teammate, but I'm looking for a team. So anybody out there wants to make me an offer, I'm very interested when the season is over. And that's all there really is. I've confirmed settings already. So yeah, we are basically ready to go at that point. We got about 6 minutes to go before the race starts. I did not do any testing because testing costs money. I did not do any practice because practice costs money. And all the other things here, I really haven't really done much with. We do have a sponsor, but doesn't really mean a lot to me as far as I think we get $500,000 a race, which certainly helps things. So there you go. And I wanted to show that to everybody. Let's take a look at the qualifying really quick here. As you can see, I qualified fourth, basically a 2-second differential from Danilo Santos. This is great because Becker has won the last two races. He's got a 4-point lead over Santos with 2 races to go. This is what really matters. Like I want a challenge for the platform today, but I mean these 3 drivers are clearly the best. You can throw in Schofield in there too, but these 2 are really competing for the title for this racing season. You scroll on down, you can see there's Frankie, there's Giuseppe, Mike Dobelt back in 9th. I'm sure he'll be hard charging if everything is going well. We also have one new driver this race, Dino Pangioni, I think. It makes it sound like it's Italian, but he's actually in the Philippines, according to this. And Egon is back after missing a little bit. And then we have the regulars here that are, I think rudely, I'd be calling them second tier, but not Colucci, and not really Lucerna, and certainly not Akis. So I found myself in the second tier after the last race. Take a look at the grid as we get closer to race time. Here I am in fourth. I'm the yellow car, of course, 9 points on the year. There it is, 94 to 90. James Keeble making a good run the second half of this racing season. Ankoff, Schofield with 70. Ilya has 60. Mossberg having a great year and a really good qualifying. There's Dobelt with 77. I think he's kind of out of reach right now with 2 races to go. It would have to be something catastrophic to those racers in front of him. Silva, Samina. We got Carodi. Mariano Gonzalez in there. Paquette. Jeff Daly. There's Dino. Akis, Juan. Pedro Souza in this race. We got Sergio Colucci. Egon is back. Then we have Jacob, the Goat, and Matthew rounding out the field. Okay, 2 minutes, well, just under 3 minutes. Let's get to the racetrack. We can take a look at it here. I'm watching this again on the big screen in the living room today. Can we go even further back? I mean, you can't actually see the entire raceway. There's 79 laps. I wish I had done more research on this racetrack here. We have 24 cars in the race today. we've been hovering between 21 and 24 for quite a while now. But I will say that every time I read about one of these foreign tracks that I'm unfamiliar with, it's like this track was made in the 1950s, and then somebody died, and then they had to redo it all. And so this track is now a training track, I believe I read. Um, it's not part of the regular circuit for Formula One, but they do race motorcycles there. And it was upgraded not too long ago, if I recall correctly. But when I see the names of the straightaways or the curves, I'm like, I wish I knew what Mistral straight means. The Virage du Lac, the Galaban, the Virage du Point. I don't. I mean, I'm sure these words should mean something to me, but French is not my language in any way. So, but it is, it's going to be somewhat chilly. It is also um, no humidity today, so I think we're going to do all right. We got 36% until we need to pit, and I feel like we're going to be in a good position today. I'm not going to say we are not going to finish on the podium. I think it's possible, um, but it's going to need a little competition here from the guys in front of me to let me get in there. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be very aggressive this race, so I plan on running up front. This might have been the race that we should have had last week if I hadn't gummed up the works. So we'll see how that goes. I qualified a lot further back last week than I should have because I screwed up one of the qualifying laps. And then the brakes, I screwed that up too. So we're 30 seconds from the race. Good luck to all the racers today. Thank you all for tuning in. Like and or subscribe to my channel, please. If you're watching this race, we give out prizes on the channel to people who live in the U.S. every 40 games in my baseball sim. The recent prizes just went out a few days ago. So if you're one of those prize winners from that series that I'm doing, your prize is in the mail. We're down to the final 5 seconds. Here we go. I'm excited for this one. I feel like we're going to be absolutely crushing it. I mean, we're coming out of the gate. We're going 125 miles an hour already from 0 to 125 into the first turn. And we are making a quick turn. Now, this feels like the backstretch. What is this here? We have to keep going straight, right? This must be the slow way to make that first lap happen. And then then we have to go straight, right? That seems weird. I probably need somebody more intelligent to explain this to me. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, we're coming around to the start of the race. That's what that was. Right? Are we actually racing? This is so weird. I've fallen back to 5th. I'm okay with that. Everybody's jockeying for position, and whoever that is just got bum rushed. Who is that? He did get his position back. Oh, actually, that's Santos, and he's doing all right. Okay, and Ilya moved up to the front just like that. That's pretty crazy. Okay, well, there I am in 5th. One lap down. Wait, this is the lap? Why are we not going straight? This is the course? I thought this would be all the way down. Oh, I am really incorrect about this race course. I don't like that at all. I really anticipated that we would have a lot more ability to power up. Why am I not being more aggressive? Is my car just not that good? I am in 5th. Let's pull up the grid. I'm sorry. Oh, look at this. Wait, I've never seen this before over here. Oh, wow. This is new. I've never seen this displayed like this. Okay, well, that's great. That's how I like it. All right, so we're in fifth. We got Mossberg right behind us, fellow American. We got three Americans in the top six. Ankov. Wait a minute. So Mossberg? Wait, what is going on here? It shows I'm in eighth. I I am very confused. Okay, I had the wrong grid up. Okay, so Ilya's in first. Keeble, Becker, Santos, me. Mossberg's right behind me. Ankov, Silva, Dobelt. Dobelt's in ninth. That seems weird. And let's scroll to the back. Okay. Egon's in bringing up the rear today. All right. Why are we not being more aggressive? Are we just not as fast as I thought we would be? Did I use the wrong setup? I actually thought that the straightaway would go much, much further. It feels like we're not going as fast as we should be. And I'm not feeling good about that at all right now. I feel like the track has been cut in half. This is very confusing. And then why don't they have like little cones up to block that straightaway or something, like I don't know. Maybe I'm being too picky, but I'm not happy about that. Okay, here we go. So we kind of are holding up Mossberg. We have Ankov, Silva, and Dobelt behind us here. Dobelt's in ninth. 6, 7, 8th. Oh, okay. So the Dobelt's not on the screen. That's interesting. So, okay, let's scroll back here. So Ilya is pulling away. Keeble, Becker, and Santos. See, there should be like a little cones right here, so that I would have known that this would have been half a. I, I- I'm. I feel like I just got duped. It doesn't feel right. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that this track is not a bigger length. Hmm. All right. Well, at some point here, we will pick up the pace, and we are, starting to pull away from this pack. I don't know if Mossberg is slowing him down or what, but I like the fact that I am pulling away. The more laps my car does, the more we dial it in. Um, and then we'll have our best lap, like lap 8 or 9 or 10. I'm in fourth because something happened, and then I'm back in fifth. What is going on? Is this race messed up? There's nobody in the pits, right? That just has to be a glitch. I am pulling away though. That makes me feel good. I'd rather be with the big boys. I mean, the big boys are behind us too, but I'd rather be with the big boys up front. Now, it's just after noon here in Arizona where I live, and I'm a lush, but I am drinking some whiskey today. I'm drinking some good old-fashioned Kentucky bourbon, and so if I get if I get a little lippy later on, you're gonna have to forgive me. 'Cause I'm probably gonna finish this whole bottle in 2 hours. I'm just saying, be prepared. The people who watch my baseball sim when I do the occasional drinking while I'm playing, they know I get a little lippy. I mean, we are actually pulling away from those guys behind us. We've dropped one spot. Oh, the new guy, Pangione, or Pangione, is going into the pits. I mean, I was a new guy just like 8 races ago or something. So I know it's a little tough to figure it out the first time on your own. We are 7 seconds off the lead, which is not the worst. Did I make a note where I wrote down which laps were my boost laps? I think I did. Let me check my, yeah, 19, 40, and 61. So lap 19 um, is when we like drive with our hair on fire. So we'll see how that goes. I want to take a moment here and say thank you to Stuart, who continues to kind of be a guide for me on these races. Also, Stephen and Matthew, after the last race, after he watched the video, had some really good insight for me. And I appreciate anyone who takes the time to email me directly on the game website. I take everything you say and I digest it. I feel like I can compare the information with the other information that I'm getting from other people about how to be successful here, and I'm really it kind of confirms other people's ideas, and I like that. So I'm a big fan of more information, the better. Okay, so it's Ilya, Santos, Keeble, and Becker. I wonder if in any way Danilo Santos, knowing that he needs to win today, has changed his strategy in some way. I'm very curious about that because, like obviously, if you're this close to winning a championship, you sort of have to do everything you can to win. You got to have the eye of the tiger, as we would say here. I mean, not no one would say that under the age of 40, but I like the fact that I'm catching up to Becker of all racers. Becker's the one that's right in front of us, and yeah, he's actually coming back to me. This is lap 9 as we're approaching. And I feel like this is about the time we start to actually put up our best numbers. So let's see. Yeah, that was our best lap right there. And I mean, look how we're closing in on him and pulling away from Mossberg. Great job by Mossberg. He's a he's a typical middle of the pack finisher in our league. There's always one every race. Sometimes it's Mariano Gonzalez. Sometimes it's a Keese. Frankie's had a couple good ones. The fact that Dobelt is in ninth and he's remained there is a little bit alarming. So this is look at how I'm closing in there. That's amazing. If I somehow if I pass Jim Becker, that would feel like a real accomplishment for the season. All right. I see you, Jim. We got 3 Americans right in a row there. All right. Our best lap? No. Oh, just a smidge off the pace. You know, I don't feel like we've actually been as aggressive as I thought we would be. Um, I like that we're tracking down Becker, but I want to see us just get past him and then see what happens to our car after that. All right. Let's take a look at the back of the pack here. Jacob's already got technical issues. That's pretty typical. Now it's showing information for these. You can just hover over it. Tells you the country. This never happened before. Look at me get right on his keister. He's like probably like, who the hell is that guy? All right, yes, that is my best lap. This is where we got to just get past him because he's kind of holding us up. I mean, we're 12 seconds behind Ilya. If we want to finish on the podium, I have a feeling. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Oh, denied. If we want to get on the podium, it's going to be because of our lap, our pit strategy, and what laps we're going. All right. Now I wonder because there's four levels of racing. We're in the rookie league. I wonder. Oh, the goat's got a technical problem. Oh man, that's not great. Ooh, he's pulling away from me there a little bit. Nope, not my best lap. Is he slowing us down? I wonder that if you, let's say hypothetically, you moved up to the next level, I think it's amateur. Um, I wonder if that track opens up and it is a longer race. Maybe that's how that works. That at the rookie level, you only run a partial course. That would be interesting. As we're coming up on Pangioni, who is a lap down and has pitted once at lap 7. Yep, that's him right there. All right. This is the kind of thing that, keeps us from gaining on the lap cars. You got, like I mean, not the lap cars, the lead cars. There's two cars coming up behind us. Ankov, who did get past Mossberg, are right there. Man, I wanted to race the rest of this track. I wanted that straightaway. That's a real bummer to me right now. Hmm. Oh, we're going around. We're splitting. Come on. Are you kidding me right now? That's bullshit. Let's go. Well, that's actually nice that Becker did not get any further away from us there. But now I'm getting a little frustrated. We really need to get past Becker. We're coming up on our first boost, just a few laps away. I mean, like I'm right on him. Obviously, his acceleration is better than ours. I'm sure he has a lot of components that are better than ours, but um, we should be getting past it. We're back to 16 seconds now. Hmm. And another lap car. That must be Egon. Yeah, this is tough. Try to cut us off there. That's not cool, dude. Pangioni's catching up to him, though. Oh, look at this! Look at it! Yo! Oh, man. Well, I appreciate that we took a chance. Again, I suspected we'd be more aggressive. Lap 14, that was our best lap. We are putting up better laps. And here comes an injured car. Oh, we have 3 technical issues now. This is the GOAT. And it gets around him. Coming to the inside too. There we go. We're not even messing around with that. Look at how I'm gaining on him. Oh, you had it. Ah, the brakes. Why do you have to use the brakes? At least I trust our brakes today. So this is lap 16 coming to a close here. When we get to lap 19, I want to see us absolutely zoom by this guy. Look, it's over for you. Get over, man. If this is the best that Jim Becker is going to do today, he's going to be in trouble. I mean, we are right on him. Let's go. I mean, he is able to hold this off on the straightaways. We just don't have that horsepower to blow by him. And here's another car with a technical issue. Pangioni got past Egon and the GOAT. Souza is beginning to have tire issues as Becker gets around Jacob, unknown, I think. Okay, I'm right back there. I seem to be doing really well in those corners, but this is the part that we struggle with. Let's get to the inside right here. So when we get to lap 19, we are able to just finish them off. I mean, we're down to 6% gas, as you can see up here in the corner. So our tire wear is not a oh, no, I guess our tire wear is a problem. Son of a bitch. Well, everybody's having that problem. And I would imagine the setup allows for us to coincide with tire wear and getting gas around the same time. I don't see anybody going into the pits yet. But that means I'm on the same pit strategy. Well, I guess it doesn't mean that necessarily. So I retract that idea. Okay, Santos having tire issues. Look at how close I am. I'm practically in his race suit. Let's go. Oh, feel it. I feel it. Yes. You got it. You got it. Time to keep going. Oh, this is lap 18. I can't wait to see what happens for lap 19. This is something I haven't tried to do before. So I'm assuming if I have this boost set up for lap 19, that lap 20 will be the lap that I pit. So we're going to drive like a wild person here for one lap. All right. Let's see what happens as we come across the start-finish line here. Let's go. Oh, he's pulling away from us, though. Okay, here we go. Pedal to the metal. Let's go. Maybe maybe this is his best lap too. Our best lap was lap 17, so we definitely continue to improve. Cable's into the pits first among the leaders, and he's dropped back to 12th. Not so worried about that. Yeah, we're not really doing anything here. I expected a lot more. Closing the gap. Come on. This will drive me to drinking. Let's go. Are we both going in? Sousa's going in. Santos is going in. Ilya's going in. Let's stay out. Let's get a lap. No. Shit. Well, that's incredibly disappointing. I realize that once we cycle through, um, like we'll be back up there again, but it's just as Becker gets to lead a lap. Good for him. Mossberg's in second. Silva's up to fourth. Dobelt's in fifth. We're all the way back to 15th. I mean, we're just staying in our car here. We're checking our reservations after the race is over. We're coming out 15th. That's disappointing. Gosh darn it. And now we have an hour and a half, or we're running by ourselves, probably. That sucks. That makes me want to drink more whiskey. I'm going to take a swig here. Oh, that's smooth. All right. Ah, shit. So lap 21. What the hell was the boost? I didn't feel any boost. I didn't see any boost. It didn't do anything for us. Now we're just driving by ourselves. Let's see if we make a couple positions up here. There's two cars in the pits. And we move up to 13th. Oh boy. And we got to deal with another smoker. Nobody's out yet. That's good. Pangione's pitted twice. Jacob at lap 20 is still in it. He does typically bow out a little earlier. He's got so much money. I don't know. He's got like $60 million right now. I guess I will say that I'm still on the lead lap. So, I mean, that does make me feel like that we're no worse for wear. We're 42 seconds back. Becker has not gone in yet. Great job by Mossberg today. Yeah. All right, we're going to gain any laps back here or any positions. Yes, we gained 3 to 10th. Okay. Well, that's the only way we're gaining laps. We're not. I mean, we even passed anybody today? That wasn't a lap down. I actually don't think we've passed anyone. All right. Let's see. There's only one car in front of us that has bad tires. Colucci's got everything going wrong. Cavalagos has hung in there long enough to get into the top 10. Gonzalez always does. Gonzalez, I give him credit. He goes as long as he possibly can before having to pit. However, he's figured it out, I don't know. But that guy will pit like 2 times today while we all pit 3 times. All right. Get through that little strange little corner there. Call it the river bend. That's what it looks like right there. The mistrial straight. The mistral. There's no I in there, I don't think. Oh, there's some cars. Man, this is a bummer. Oh, okay, yeah, that is Cavalagos. A few seconds ahead of us, but we are definitely gaining on him quickly. It's been 7 laps since we run our best lap. Here are the leaders. So Becker's up 10 points, and Santos has 3. So there is an 11-point difference right now. I got nothing going for me. I got nothing. Here's the friends list. Anyone doing well? Hey, Stu. Stewart's got, he's in second. Steven, 31st. He's struggling a little bit today. Callum, 6th. There we are. Okay, so now Becker, Mossberg, and Dobelt, who's up to 3rd, all have tire issues, perhaps. That's the fact that we're only 43 seconds back of the leader, and they have not pitted yet. I think that's a good sign, right? Schofield also, as we're quickly gaining on Cavalagos. Egon up to 19th. Great job by him. Oh, and Jacob is out of the race. I'm sorry, Jacob. Whoa, I mean, I went right under his car. And we move into 9th place. Okay, so that's the first car we've passed today. I wonder if everyone else, or most people have, as Mossberg's going into the pits. I wonder if most of these people are more aggressive today. Like that's why we can't get past anybody, is because everyone is running the same style of racing today. I suppose that's a realistic possibility. Mossberg into the pits. We could get a lap back on him. Let's see. We really blew past Cavalagos. I'm assuming he's pitting. Yeah, he's pitting. Mossberg coming out of the pits, and we do gain a spot on Mossberg, so we're in 8th. Technically, we're in the points. That's good. Becker, Dobelt, and Schofield have not pitted yet, and we are 22 seconds behind them. If the average pit is 21 or 22 seconds, then we might catch right up. Cavalagos, 24 seconds out of the pit, coming out in 16th. Dobelt going into the pits. We may come out in front of him as he is dropping back, going into the pits right now. Frankie Paquette. Oh, Frankie, too much maple syrup in the engine, and that will get you a technical problem. Okay, we're up to 7th as we pass Dobelt, who's mid-pit. Mossberg gets past him as well. Frankie's pretty good at riding it out, though. I don't, I don't doubt that he'll cross the finish line. Let's see. Matthew Taylor in 22nd. The new guy who's pitted twice already is in 20th. Egon has not pitted. Pedro Souza. Okay, Becker's going into the pits. Let's see, can we gain a spot on him? I don't know. He's already halfway through his pit or more as we're coming around. We might get past Becker finally, and I expect us to hold him off. Look at this. Yes. He's still pitting. He's at 28 seconds. 29. All right. So Becker will not be an issue for us. He's not going to catch us. Okay. So maybe our pit strategy will pay off. Schofield has not pitted. Gonzalez has not pitted, although they are very late pitters. We are 12 seconds back of Gonzalez, and I bet you we're gaining quickly on him. Ebel's going to be there. Ilya's going to be there today. And Santos. So, you know what? We just have to hope for fourth. I think that's the best spot we can finish in. All right. Well, I feel a little bit better now that we're in sixth. We're driving alone. That's the worst part about this game is that and when I say the worst part, I don't mean it as a slight against the game. It's more like strategy driven, but the fact that we are running alone again, I feel like half of our race is just our little yellow car on the track. Um, so here we are, and I think that's Mariano Gonzalez right there. Yep. So we're going to close that gap unless he goes into the pits, and in which case we'll also just blow right past him. So this is not going to be a problem. We're going to catch him. And there's Keeble in fourth. And Schofield is into the pits. So we're going to gain a spot right here. So yeah. That car's in the pits. Souza, which is okay because that means he will not bother us anymore. And it looks like Mariano's got worn tires finally. We're on the same straightaway as Gonzalez, so we should feel pretty good about this. All right. We are not having our best laps, but we are right in the realm of it. That's the beautiful part of not having to deal with any other cars, is that we're out there just cranking it right now. Lap 31, and we are just beginning to feel our groove. It does take 9 or 10 laps for us to like break in the tires, and once we do that, we usually have our best lap. We'll see how this lap turns out. Will this be our best lap? Right? No. No. Okay. I have not seen any drivers' mistakes yet. This seems like a track that you would never have a mistake. I mean, where would you have the mistake at? I mean, I'm not sure. Let's see here. I mean, not here. What are these blue marks? I mean, is this just a mark on the ground? Like you could drive into this and I don't know. We are still 12 seconds behind Gonzalez after the last lap. Let's see how much we close it. All right. 19 and okay, so we're 10 seconds. So 2 seconds a lap. We won't catch him for quite a while. I mean, he'll have to go into the pits. Hmm. Lucerna, the country mate of Gonzalez. I think that's Ecuador, right? Uruguay. Sorry, my bad. Uruguay. Um, they must have the same strategy. Obviously, they have the same strategy. Egon is up to 17th. He typically does not have a very good car, but he's found a way to use his own strategy to take care of business. Gonzalez probably going into the pits. Keeble's got a technical problem. Oh no, Keeble. Well, you have to applaud Keeble. He must have known this could happen today, as we've now moved into fourth. We're 18 seconds behind Keeble to get on the podium. And I would imagine he knows that this could happen and that the rest of his components are going to be good enough to get to the end. We pitted one lap apart from each other. Mossberg is in fifth. Gosh, that's great. Good job. We got the Americans running together here. Becker is 11 seconds behind me. We just cannot have a bad pit. 36-second pit for Gonzalez. So the longer you go, the longer your pit will be. Apparently. We're coming up on a racer who's having some issues. Is that Colucci? It is Colucci. Dino's back into the pits for the third time. Let's get past him. We're here on the straightaway. Just blow right by him. There we go. Okay, well, that did slow us up a little bit. So Lucerna and Egon both have not pitted yet. I don't know if their goal was to try to get to the halfway mark, just do the one pit strategy, but how's that working out for you? So when we come around this time, let's see if we've gained any ground on Keeble. And will his Keebler elves help him fix it? Let's go. Wait. Oh, that is a key. He's the 16th. Hmm. How easily will we get past him? So, okay, we are now 13 seconds behind Keeble. So we are gaining on him a significant amount. We could finish on the podium, considering potentially what the lap times might be between now and the end of the race. There is still one more pit coming up. We're coming up on Matthew, the first time we've seen him today. Um, 20th position. Let's go and get around this guy. Come on, man. Let's look out. There we go. Jeez, I hate that. Look at that. We're 6 seconds off because of these crappy drivers holding us back. All right. It's hard to run a best lap when you got all these drivers that are putting us in a bad position. Keeble does have worn tires now. He went on lap 20. That means he would probably go on lap 40. So he's a couple laps away from going in. Oh, Ilya's got worn tires. Now, this is the first race in a while we have not had to worry about rain. It did not rain the last race, but there was the threat of it. And I suppose it doesn't much matter if you forget to repair your brakes. And now my tires are a little bit worn. So we've got a couple of laps here before we're going to go into the pits. Our tires are at 21%, so that's not really a concern. Oh, we just ran our best lap. See, this is when things get good for us. Why can't we pull up these laps right from the beginning? That sucks. Okay, so now we're 7 seconds off of Keeble. So Keeble's dropping like a stone. There's no doubt we will get to third. But I think Mossberg, Becker, and Kov is going to have something to say about it. Now, would I let Becker pass us? Since he's an American trying to get points. I mean, I guess if I was a real race car driver, and I was on the verge of getting my first podium, I would have to say, what's in it for me? Obviously, I would want my countrymen to win the championship, but at my expense, I'm not sure. We'll see. And I did. I don't know if James watches these videos or not. I let him know directly that I record them. I did contact James in order to possibly get into an opening on a team that he's part of. But I have not followed up on that. So I don't know. Here's Smokey Joe in front of us. Oh, that's Keeble! Holy cow, we caught up on him quick. Oh, James. Oh, he's going into the pits. All right. Wow. We are now in third place. All on our own. This is amazing. We are still 35 seconds behind. Oh, no, we are, 35 seconds behind the leader, 32 seconds behind Danilo Santos. Becker does get past Keeble, of course. Shout out to Samina in 8th. Great job by him today. I might just celebrate his finish with some lasagna. All right, here we go. We are going to see that Ilya and Santos are pitting. Will I get my first lap led? Come on, let's do it. Oh, this is a big moment. This is a big moment. And this is lap 40. This is going to be my boost lap. Stay out. Oh, we're on 0 gas, though. Not going to break the lap. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, that would have been something. We're falling back. Oh man. Hey, Mossberg third. Good job. Yeah. The other two guys in front of us are already in and out of the pits, and they're still in first and second. That's not going to be my situation. Oh no, let's go. Okay, 23. And we're in 10th. All right. Shit nuggets. That's a that's a bummer. And we're coming out in front of Keeble. Yeah. So Keeble's back to 11th. Not his day today. Egon is finally going into the pit, so he did try to get halfway. I mean, it is a strategy. Jeff Daly in 12th. We haven't talked about him today. Just outside the top 10 there. He'll get past Keeble, I would imagine. Nobody else is out yet. And we haven't seen anybody make a mistake on this track. That just might be a difficult thing to do. All right. Yeah, crap. We're up to 9th as we got past Silva. Here comes a smoker, a joker, a midnight toker. Oh, man. Is that Lagoat? It is Lagoat. Lagoat out of my way. There we go. Okay. Another smoking car. Frankie Paquette out of the pits in 18th. So we are 5 seconds behind Schofield, who is not pitted. In fact, none of the cars from 3 through 8 have pitted. So we should gain all those spots, especially since we're running on fresh tires. So our strategy should put us in third place. I mean, to finish third would be amazing. It's just the driving alone, like that annoys me. It's one thing to get hung up on lap down drivers. As you can see, we're coming up on cars on the same lap right here. So this will be the first like real driving, unless they go into the pits, that we've had to do in a while. Jeff Daly out of the pits in 15th. Samina going into the pits. That must be him right there. We'll gain a spot back, and we really need to be catching up to these guys. So this boost lap thing has not proven to be anything valuable to me at all. Maybe it's the track or the circumstance. I don't know. But every time, each of the times that we've had the the boost lap, it's nothing's happened. I've seen nothing to show me that we're making any headway. It certainly hasn't been a top lap for us. I don't know. All right. Ankov will be going into the pits, and we'll gain on him. So that's him right there. And here we are catching up to these other two guys. We're catching up quickly. Let's get in. Let's move in. Lap down car is Juan Lacerna and his one pit strategy. How's that working out for you? You holding me up. There's Schofield. And then that's our buddy Dobelt. So we're catching up to these guys without them having to pit. Carodi in 8th. Good job by him today. As we got past the lap car. Let's see. Keeble has been on the podium so often. It's weird to see him have an issue today. All right, let's see what happens. They're staying out. Ooh, a minute 10. That was a bad lap. Ilya and Santos, by the way, are within a second of each other. So these guys are battling it out. Santos needs this. Hmm. I mean, we were catching up to Schofield there, but now he's not even on the screen. When we get in this clean air, we are able to catch up. Schofield and Dobelt now are nose to butt. I got the human centipede going. See, this is what alcohol does. It makes me say things like human centipede. All right, let's go. Come on, man. We are 3 seconds behind Schofield and Dobelt. And 12 seconds ahead of the person behind us, Carodi. So we're not worried about him. And he's going to be pitting before too long. He's got worn tires. Let's look at the people at the end. Still running, Lego Colucci. Oh, Matthew Taylor made a mistake. What kind of mistake did he make? He didn't carry the one? I don't see anything that he could have done. Oh, was he in front of us? Because these are the two guys. It's Dobelt and Schofield. We didn't see what happened there. All right, let's see. We're coming up on an hour into the race as Pangioni goes back into the pits for the 4th time. We need to get ahead of this guy. Come on. Come on. Well, we just drive right over him. That's unnecessary, but we got to do what we got to do. And we have caught up, I think. We've closed the gap to 2 seconds. So it's a second a lap. There's Matthew Taylor. Maybe the coolest skin for his car. I've only chose and kept yellow because there's no other yellow car on the track. I think in the old days, yellow was Pennzoil. So I don't know. It has nothing to do with that, but it just does. It very easily helps me differentiate our car from everybody else. I think Stewart told me that there are skins that represent the United States, but Uh, I mean, I would definitely be interested in using them eventually, but I like the fact that my car kind of stands out. All right. Um, Carodi behind us has got worn tires. We don't really have to worry about him. It would be great if we could pass Schofield and Dobelt on our own. Mossberg been running in third for a long time. Sincerely, hats off to that guy. He's got a top 10 car. How will it play out? I don't know. I think a lot of these drivers, I think Mossberg and Becker are trying, and well, maybe all four of these guys are trying to get only one more pit, right? So instead of taking the second pit, like where a lot of the other drivers have chosen, including myself, they're trying to get to the point where one more pit is all they're going to need to get to the end of the race. And that's a very viable strategy. Um, I don't know. I tend to think fresh tires and a full gas tank will get you where you got to go. I would think that these four drivers in front of us had all put more gas in their vehicle to get further along, but does that weigh down your vehicle and you're not able to turn, a sufficiently good lap? I don't know. We are closing in on Schofield here. We should pick him off, I think, fairly easily now that we've caught him. Hopefully, we won't waste a whole lot of time. I think I mean, we should be able to get right by him. Right here. Come on. I mean, he's pulling away from us on the straightaway. You can see some of our deficiencies when that happens. Like, obviously, his tires are worn. Mine are better, but we can't catch him on these straightaways. And we have to pick our spot to get by them. And that does make it a little bit more frustrating because we should just be able to pass this guy up and say, I drink your milkshake or something like that. Let's go. Oh, no, but now we've got another lap car. Oh, this is frustrating. Come on. Right here. Oh, what are we doing? I thought we were aggressive. We're not even making taking a shot. And Dobelt is just pulling away. Let's go. This is ridiculous. Okay, Karodi behind us will go into the pits, and he will definitely be ready to be able to go the rest of the way without having to pit again. And Kov has a technical issue. Whoa! And Mossberg will go into the pits. Karodi dropping like it's hot. This is ridiculous. I definitely would not have thought that our car would just be like, whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. That's that's ridiculous. Karodi drops back to 15th. Mossberg in the pits. We're passing him, and we're into 6th. Oh, he's out quick. I mean, I guess that was 25 seconds, not quick, but He's not that far behind us. Oops. What's the deal here with the lag? Sorry about that, folks. All right. There we go. There we go. Finally. No offense to Schofield, but come on, man. Dobelt has got to be so much further in front of us. A couple of seconds now. That's ridiculous. Whoa. Oh, Dobelt's going into the pits. So we will get that spot for sure. Fourth place. All right. Whoa. What? Where did that car go? It was like it was driving on the side of the road. It's like driving on the sidewalk. Okay, so Becker will have to pit, and he will go in before too long. We'll have third place back. Schofield really gummed up the works for us there. We could have gained enough seconds that we could have put more of a gap between us and Becker. Because when Becker goes in, I mean, there's a 30-second differential. He might come out in front of us. Oh, there's a mistake by Jeff Daly. Get off the blue. Is that like water? Is he in the water? Daly. So we do have a lot, several cars now that are starting to make mistakes. The GOAT is out at lap 43. Colucci and now Egon also have issues. Matthew Taylor hanging around long enough to just move up when other people get out. That is a strategy. Cable is still in 10th place with his technical issues. And that tells you what kind of a good car he has, other than the specific issue, I guess. So lap 61 is my next and final boost lap. So that has to be the lap before I go into the pit. So we should expect to pit at lap 61. That is what's happened so far. And that means we should have our best lap coming up. There it is, right there. I called there, I shot. Lap 55, 108, 752. All right, Becker. We're coming for you. All right. Yankov still in 7th place despite having a technical issue. Taylor will go into the pits. And Becker's going to go in the pits. So this is it. Will we be able to get third place back? How long will it take him in the pits? Let's keep an eye on Becker here. The fact that we're going to pit one more time is bad for us right now. So Becker's pit strategy might make all the difference in the world. We're going to gain that spot back right now. There's Matthew Taylor. We got to put some distance. Put the pedal to the metal. Let's go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's going to take a few more seconds for him to get back on the track. So let's check the differential when we make our next lap. I'm not worried about Felipe at all. I know it says he's a couple seconds behind us, but he's got He hasn't pitted. He's got really nothing to hold us back. Hey, we're going to see Frankie for the first time all day today. I see his car coming up on us. There it is. Frankie Paquette, Francois, I'm going to assume is Frankie. Could just be Franklin. He's Canadian, though. So it could be anything. Those sneaky Canadians. All right, let's see what happens here. We're crossing, and we got to keep an eye on what Becker does next. When he crosses, keep going, car. We need this to be more than 21 seconds or 22. Okay, a minute 4. No, no. So that means we're going to have to battle it out. Now, maybe we can pull away here while his car gets up to speed, as we should be running some of our best laps. We're in third. Getting hung up here. But when we get to our final pit, I have a feeling we're going to come out right around the same junction as Becker will pass us, and we're going to have to battle it out for that number 3 spot. And I mean, Becker needs it more than I do. But I want to be on the podium. Okay, Frankie. Chug some of that maple syrup and move over. Oh, there we go. Good boy. Getting right by him. Want to point out that our best lap just happened. We have 3% left, and our tires are technically worn, so we're going to be going in momentarily. Will it be now? Will it be later? Ilya and Santos both pitted the same time I did, so maybe all 3 of us will go in. I mean, they must be already, yeah, they're on lap 59, so they're that far in front of us. I will imagine that we will go one more lap. We probably won't go in here. No. All right. Boom. Nope, that was not a better lap. Half a second off the pace. Felipe Schofield will finally go into the pit, and that will probably take him out of contention. All right, and you'll see him drop. Becker in 4th. Mossberg in 5th. Look at the Americans, 3, 4, and 5. Nicely done. Ilya going into the pits, and I have 0%, so I'm going to go in here too, I think. So I'm not going to catch Ilya. Santos will lead a lap. That'll get him a point. That's a good call on his part. Get that extra point. Whoa. That car right there is looking pretty bad. Oh, that's Dobelt. I just drive right over you and go into the pits. Dobelt into the pits. Wow, he looks rough. All right, let's see what happens here. This is the ball game right here. Let's see what happens. We're not even really in the pit. We're like on the outside. There's Keeble in front of us. He's had a rough day today. Here comes another car. That's going to be Santos, perhaps. Dobelt comes out in 14th. Oh, I got the wrong guy. There we go. I'm coming out in 5th and a lap down, but we're not worried about that. Santos is in. 1 lap up on us. Okay, guys, pedal to the metal the rest of the way. Becker will not have to pit. Mossberg might have to pit. I think his calculations might be off. Ilya in first. Santos is out. In second. Becker is in front of us. How much, I'm not sure. Let's find out. Let's click on Becker. Oh, he's just absolutely tearing everyone a new one. Where's my yellow car? Right there? So there's Becker, and there I am just off the screen. I could, I might only finish in fourth at best, maybe fifth, right where I'm at, unless I like pick up the pace here. Oh boy. Well, fifth place would be solid. I mean, I'd be happy with that. Hmm. Lagos and Souza now have technical issues. Everybody's got a T. If you were a driver from the beginning of the season, I could absolutely see how it would be possible to have a lot of technical issues right now. My car, I joined halfway through. So that gives me a little bit of an advantage, I suppose. And you know what, like I said before, I don't mind if Becker finishes third ahead of us. Um, that's, you know, he's trying to win a championship, and I'm just trying to get on the podium. Frankie coming out of the pits. I'm getting held up by these guys. Getting by them here. There we go. Who is that? Oh, that's Lucerna. He's got a little bit of yellow in his car too. All right, well, Jeff Daly in 10th. Look at the Americans running 3, 4, and 5 at number 10. He's going to have to go into the pits here before too long. So what we need to see now is the gap differential between us and Mossberg. Well, I guess technically Becker too. So we are 16 seconds behind Becker and 14 seconds behind Mossberg. Assuming they do not pit again, can we catch them in 16 laps? I'm going to say no because we're getting bogged down by all these technical issue cars. I know they are too, but that really hurts us here. Unless our car just sort of zoomed by everybody. Also, I want to point out lap 60 was another boost lap. Did you see me boost? No. But my best lap was lap 63, which just happened. So are we just driving like a maniac now? I'm all for that. I don't care if we make a mistake. I want to see us finish third. If we make a mistake, we make a mistake. But this straightaway, we should have it all the way to the ground. Let's go. Best lap ever. Keep it flowing. We're down to 14 seconds. We're coming for you, Mossberg. And I want to point out there is a 2.5 second differential between Ilya and Santos. So, I mean, Santos could still win. Becker, he needs the best finish he could get. Has he played it right? He's not going to win. It would take a catastrophe for him not to win. I mean, for him not to finish third. But yeah, I'm going to be satisfied with a fifth place finish if that's where this all plays out. I am a little bummed, but you know, we just have to accept what we have here. Daly into the pits, dropping back to 13th, now 14th. Oh, Dobelt up to 14th. Mariano Gonzalez, great. He always plays it well. He's up to sixth place, and you know that he's not going to pit the rest of the way. He does have worn tires, but he's playing the odds that with 13 laps to go, his strategy will pay off. And here we are once again, just driving on our own. Mossberger crossed the start finish. Let's see where we're at. Come on. Okay, 13. I mean, we're not gaining enough quickly. The only way we get to third is if somehow Becker and Mossberg didn't play it right, and they have to pit. And neither one of them have any tire issues, so it's going to have to be based on gas. 12 laps to go. I wonder if how much difference it would make if had the full track. Like with my car, would I eventually catch up to Mossberg and Becker? Because we have however longer of a track to deal with. I mean, why design the track if you can't drive that version of it? We're still I mean, we're still 13 seconds back, so we're not going to gain. We're not going to get there unless they pit. That sucks. I'm disappointed. So the only way we get the platform, the podium, is if we get lucky and have Jim and James both pit. Anybody else out of the race? No. Colucci, Egon, and Taylor now does have a technical issue. They are all probably going to make it to the finish. Souza, Cavalagos, Keeble. Keeble's going to have a good enough car to finish 13th. I have a feeling. Is this Dobelt? No, it's Silva, Cavalagos, and Souza. Yes, let's get past these guys as quickly as possible. Well, our best lap was lap 63. I don't think we're going to get another best lap the rest of the way. Cavalagos letting us get by. Thanks, buddy. Coming up on Souza. Should be able to overtake him right here. Samina just got past Ankov, who's going into the pits. Tough day for him today. He was in the lead for a period of time, I believe. All right. Have we closed the gap at all? 13 seconds. Mm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what else we could have done. Why is this car still here? Come on, Silva. He's in 10th place. I mean, he's a top 10 car. That's pretty good. He's still running well and doesn't seem to want to let us get past him. So this is a waiting game. There's 9 laps to go. Will Becker or Mossberg pit? And I don't think they have to. They keep dropping back a couple seconds every lap, but so do we. So it's not really making a difference. Yeah, now we're 12 seconds, so we're not gaining enough to make a difference. As Silva seems to have a little boost of energy there. He's a lap down, but he's still racing hard. Santos is 2.5 seconds back. So he's probably not going to win today. He's not gaining any ground. We have another couple of injured cars slowing us down. Here comes Matthew. Oh, come on. If a car is smoking, whatever the programming is that doesn't let you touch another car, but yet when you come out of a pit or whatever, like your cars can merge with another car. That should be the thing. Like you should be able to drive right through a lap car that's smoking. Like it should just let you do that. Souza's into the pits. We're coming down to the last 7 laps. I don't feel good about it. I mean, a fifth. I feel finishing 5th is great. I have no problem with that. I really had high hopes today, and I guess the pit strategy to be on par with Ilya and Santos makes sense, but unfortunately, it's not going to get us past our fellow Americans, Mossberg and Becker. And we're 11 seconds behind Mossberg. It's too little too late. That's frustrating. It is frustrating. All we can do is hope that these two guys have a strategy that is not going to work out. Mariano Gonzalez, late in the race, is going to have to pit, and that will cause him to drop out of the top 10, I believe. No, he'll be ninth. That's okay. That'll be a top 10 finish for Gonzalez. He won't get any points, but he's run a good race, as usual. Back to 8th. And there's 9th. James Keeble back to 15th. As we are now, we're still 11 seconds. Oh, Gonzalez. Wow, look at that. I mean, that's what happens when you take a longer pit strategy, is that it takes longer to change your tires and fill your gas. So he's back to 10th. That's probably where he's going to be. Becker and Mossberg, they don't have any problems right now. They have no tire issues. I don't know what their gas is like, but we're down to 9%. So unless they're down to 3%, there's not much we can do. But ride it out. Any other cars bowed out yet? No. Good job. Good job by Souza, Taylor, Egon, and Colucci hanging in there. I've been through that myself. Cavalago 16th, Keeble 15th, Lucerna 14th, Ankoff 12th with their technical issues. I had technical issues and I finished 13th last race, so it's certainly possible. Down to 10.5 seconds with Mossberg now. That's just not going to get it done. Good job by Becker. Great job by Mossberg on their pit strategies. I don't think they're on the same team, but they played it smart. Got 4 laps to go. Coming up on a lap car. Jeff Daly in 12th. Good job by him. Samina and Carodi back to back. Good job there for Italy. Yeah, why don't we just stop the car? Come on. That's ridiculous. There we go. All right. And we're 11 seconds. So, yeah, there's just nothing we can do. This is how it's going to finish. 3 laps to go. And we're on the lead lap. Where is Mossberg at on the course? He's right here, and I'm right here. He's dealing with vehicles behind the vehicles that are a lap down. I think this is Becker right here. And yeah, we're just not gaining any ground. Well, we're on the same straightaway here, I guess. Yeah, 10 seconds. I mean, they don't even show signs of pitting. I mean, maybe their tires are good, but their gas is down. That is all we can hope for. Well, maybe Mossberg. I think Becker's going to be good, no matter what. But maybe Mossberg will have to go in. We have to keep our eye on a P popping up right here. A P for please pit. That would be a PP. Come on. I guess there's no point in getting frustrated at passing these cars. There's nothing we can do but wait it out. So Mossberg did not pit this lap as we're coming up on the final 2 laps of the race. A little bit of a lag there. Yeah, this is irrelevant as we're 9 seconds back, but it doesn't matter if we get held up here. Great job by Lucerna. He's going to finish 14th, but he played it right. For if you have an average car, why not just take 2 pits and just try to get that 14th finish, which is still really great. Ilia's got bad tires, but that's not. Well, that could cost him though. Santos, a second back. He does not have bad tires. Let's keep an eye on that gap. With one lap to go, they've already crossed the finish line. Mossberg's got bad tires, but I think it's a little too late for that as well. All right. We're on lap 78. Lucerna does pit. Oh, that's too bad. He did blow it there. Frankie might be able to take advantage. He's quite a bit away, though. Let's see. Yeah, out in 27. So Frankie will finish 16th. I mean, unless Mossberg goes into the pits right here, then he's got us. Will he go into the pits? I'm going to say no. Let's back out. No, he did not go into the. It's over. Hey, great job by Becker. I never understand how this actually plays out. Great job by Becker keeping up with Santos. Oh no! It was Ilya. Okay, I'm sorry. Ilya, Santos, Becker, Mossberg. Great job, and then me. All right. Well, shit. The Russian Federation anthem playing. You can't hear it though. Let's back out of here. Crap. All right. Well, there you go. We finished 5th place. I think that is our best finish. Let's just double check that as we look at our season standings. No, I guess I finished 4th and also 5th. So that's not our best finish. I really thought we had something there today. So that's not going to do it. We are going to get points, and that will help us move up past Cho, who did not race today. Mossberg will stay in front of us. Silva, I might jump in front of him, but I think he's outside the top 10. Okay, folks, I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Like and or subscribe to the channel. And we will be back with the final race of the season. That's very exciting. Until then, everyone, have a great day.